I think I've shared this with you guys, man. Me personally, when I was going through my personal kind of my own resurgence, this was like 7-8 years ago, man, where I just began to dive into the scripture and allow it to speak to me, and it just started changing my view of God, my view of the sovereignty of God, how we're saved and all that stuff. Like, it just messed with me in a big way. And so I adopt this idea. It was never told to me. No one ever said it directly to me. I never read it in a book, but for me, man, it became white is right. And so I think I've had conversations with Ralphie and a few of the other guys, like thinking through how we do church became, how do I do it the way the white church does it? Because they're theologically sound. I hadn't been exposed to black and brown brothers that were theologically sound at the time. So I looked at, these guys let's do church like them. And that's what the Reformed culture kind of fed to me. No one ever said it. No one ever wrote it on a paper, but that's what it said to me. This is right. This is wrong. So when we come to church, we have to be quiet and just learn from the teacher, and we can't shout and we can't clap our hands because that's emotional. But when I look at myself, I'm like, God created me as an overweight, bald-headed Puerto Rican, right? There's something about having flavor to me, right? God didn't make a mistake. Yeah, right? God didn't make a mistake in making me that. If he wanted me to be white, he would have made me white. But he didn't. He wanted me to be Puerto Rican. And so those of you that know me, I can be loud. I love to have fun. And so the character and the nature in which God created me, that's for his glory. I don't have to conform to something else. Not to say that that's wrong, but man, cultures exist for a reason. And so if he put me in a type of culture, then that expression of the glory of God, of worship, of how we do church should reflect my culture. And that took me a journey of going through over the last couple of years where I realized, I no longer have to be apologetic about being Puerto Rican.